Kalo K, what's up everybody? All of my baby boomers, all the way up into Generation Z. I just want to make this quick video and show y'all real quick, introduce y'all and welcome y'all to my channel. In my first time going outside the country. I realize the dating scene in the United States is not the same no more. I'm looking at all the stuff on social media, the fast breakups, even situations in my own family. But I wanted to show y'all real quick how you can change your whole mindset by going somewhere else and seeing something different and getting a different viewpoint on life. I actually went by myself the first time outside the country, and I did a lot of research. I wanted to go with people, but a lot of people couldn't get their passport. You brothers that owe child support and things like that. You can get denied. But yeah, what I want to talk about was all the research I did and making sure that I was safe, when I leave outside the country, especially going by yourself for the first time, which I actually enjoyed it. I went to the Dominican Republic and chilled in Santo Domingo, the capital of the Dominican Republic. When I first got down there, I had to drive 2 hours from the airport to the actual city that I was going to be staying in. I flew into Santiago, which is like in the middle of the country. Then you could go to the north coast, the west coast, and the south coast from there. I was doing research and I found a way you can travel throughout the country without having to spend a whole lot of money, like on taxis and stuff like that. And one of the guys I follow, Ronan the Traveler, he put a lot of people up on game. And it's a place called Caribbean Tours, and they drive buses in the country, like every major city they stop in, and they running all day, all night. And you paying probably between somewhere $7 to $10 versus paying $150, $175, $200 for a taxi from Santiago to take you to Puerto Plata or Santo Domingo. So I got a chance to just sit, ride. I went through a lot of the countryside. I got to see a lot of the countryside of the towns, riding through the highway, all the way into Santo Domingo, where it's more cityish. But yeah, I went and Dominican Republic, man. I'm gonna tell you, some of the most beautiful women in the world. I mean, even that soon I got off at the airport, and a lot of them got that natural beauty, and it's a little different in the States. But yeah, I got there pretty late the first night, but I still went out. A lot of they places stay open real late in the Dominican Republic, not like out in the States where stuff is closing 2, 3 o'clock. They have bars, lounges, clubs that stay open 5, 6 in the morning and have, you know, different people coming in performing. I seen some of that. One of the places you gotta go if you go to the Dominican Republic and visit the capital, you have to go downtown in Piatini. Some of the best views in the whole country. I'm talking about rooftops, pools and jacuzzis on the rooftop with views of the whole entire city. Beautiful. I stayed in a few Airbnbs, but I'm gonna tell you, I was lucky because when I got off the bus in Santo Domingo at the Caribbean tour spot, I met a nice young man, young guy, about 19, 20 years old, but he works there, and I told him I needed a taxi, and he gave me a ride back to my Airbnb. And so I had a hard time finding it at first because the way the instructions were set up. But so I had to trust the guy to a degree, so he helped me real good get inside the place. We finally found a place. He helped me bring all my stuff in, and he actually gave me a few tips and little sights when I got down there.
I think that's Christopher Columbus. I don't know.
So I decided that I would kick it with him the next day and just have him be my driver and bring me around. So I decided to that. But the first night I got there, I went out by myself, dolo, in Zona Colonial. I stayed in the Zona Colonial. That's like one of the first places in the Dominican Republic where they settled at when they came in. So it's a lot of old buildings, a lot of history there. You will see the old cobblestone ground. You get a lot of that. Beautiful museums. You know, I'm into that because I'm into history. You know, my father was into history, so I'm into history. So I love like seeing all the old ancient artifacts, buildings, different structures, statues. You know, I'm into a lot of that type of stuff. But yeah, I stayed in the Zona Colonial, went to one of the little bars around there, met a couple, you know what I'm saying, nice people, had a few drinks, and after that, that was pretty much it because it was already late, plus I was tired from the flight and the travel, so I took it in that night, and I was pretty much safe. It was a lot of police around. That's one thing about in the Dominican Republic. They have a lot of police, and right before I went down there, they had just added like another 2,000 police officers to their force. So, and a lot of these police officers is specifically like tourist police. So they definitely look out for the tourists down there, the police. I noticed that. So if you down there, a lot of times when you in the tourist zones, it's a lot of police presence. A lot of police presence. They ride around on their little motos, and basically just watch the premises. But the next day I actually had a chance to drive around and see a lot of the scenery and ride through the barrios and the neighborhoods. And my driver, I ran a lot of errands with him, so that gave me a chance to get like a little feel for the life. You know, I met a few of his family members and friends and co-workers, which was cool. And went to a nice couple spots. I do know one of them is called the Vent Lounge, and I can't remember the other one. But yeah, I rode around a lot through the barrios, and it just gives you a different view on life. And one thing I would say, what I want to end this with, is the women. And the living down there. The prices is cheaper and the treatment is way better. And dealing with the women down there is totally different than the States. I would say that. They have that they have that attitude more so like I need a man versus I don't need a man type of mentality. So the treatment is way different, and it's a lot of traditional aspects that I see on how they was raised. They have more, I would say, femininity. And I'm going to tell you, it's not one place I went where you couldn't find something. I mean, from the mall, the gas station, the grocery store, anywhere you went, you was viable to run into something. And they are very approachable. Dominicans in general are very approachable, and some of the nicest people in the world, actually. But I'm gonna tell you, man, it's a different feeling, and I'm not gonna lie, it'd be like, man, why I'm in the United States dealing with this shit, and I could come down here and get treated like a emperor. And that's one of the things that made me realize, like, man, when you actually go somewhere else, you see a whole different, it gives you a whole different aspect on life. Because you be sitting up here like, damn, I thought this was it. And it opened up your eyes to a lot of things, like even with, you know, the living conditions and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first got down there, it was like going back in time a little bit, because it's not a third world country, it's a developing country. So they got a lot of the same shit we got. They just not as technologically advanced as us. But yeah, man, when I went my first time, man, I fucked around and had to go back again in the next few months. It was almost like it was a curse or something going down there. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. You got some of the best views on both ends, if you know what I mean. But yeah, man, I'm just want to open up a lot of people's eyes and welcome y'all to my channel. And I'm gonna be giving y'all some tips and stuff like that on things you could do or what to do, and the do's and the don'ts, you know what I'm saying, when you going outside the country. And I appreciate y'all for watching this, and I'll get back with y'all. Peace.